Are we all good? I'm really sorry to keep you waiting.
That's all right.
Okay, we'll go. Good evening, welcome to Lebs On League again. This is episode 4 or 5? What is this?
Four.
Episode
Actually,
4.
no, this is episode 5 because we had a 3.5 in there, don't forget.
No,
Yeah, so
four.
therefore-
1,
four.
2, 3.
3.5.
3.5.
Four.
4.
Technically, it's the 5th episode.
So, good evening and welcome to Lebs On League, episode 4. As you can see, today we are missing Cousin Al, but as always, we have Bass and Bull on the panel.
Would you like to elaborate why Al's not here with us today?
He's got a ruptured testicle.
He's got a ruptured text. After the rant that he had last week, he ruptured an agate.
Al,
Right.
get well soon, mate. It sounds terrible.
And after all that rambling, his Parramatta side still... Sorry, and your Parramatta side still...
Well, wasn't that
No comment.
after Al's rant, what did they do? They
Why, you
treated
Ray
him with
Spagnola?
a heavy loss.
Ray, what do you think of the book?
Roy
Spagnola.
Anyway, we're following up from our last episode where we picked our State of Origin team, and if we start to look at what we've got here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the 16 we picked.
17.
Terrible.
17.
You know, there's 4 bench players, you know that.
There is 4 bench players.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're getting there.
Awesome today.
But anyway, if there's something you want to have a look at that. The ones on the left are ours. Ones on the right. Can I just say,
How's Watmo not in there?
How's
Technically,
Watmo-
we should have 12.
can I also ask, how is Michael Jennings in there when he's actually playing for the Windsor Wolves?
Look, he rang Ricky Stewart and said he was ready. That's enough.
That's
That's
it.
obviously that's all it takes. To
I
play
mean,
one. He says,
I'm
ring
putting my hand
Ricky and say, I'm good to go, Ricky. And that's,
If Ricky spoke to me, I can put my hand up, so I'm ready to go.
Well, how's Jamie Buhrer in the team? Watmo's their best player. Jamie Buhrer's in the team.
just hang on. Start from the beginning.
Glenn Stewart's in the team. Tony Williams in the team.
Explain all
But
that.
Watmo's not good enough.
Explain
He's better
all
than
that.
all of them.
Explain it all. Let's start from the beginning.
What's that?
Glenn Stewart got injured what round?
Round 2?
Round 1.
Round 1.
Tore the webbing in his finger and his thumb.
He's played
out
2
for,
games.
Out for 6 weeks, is back 2 weeks. Hasn't exactly set the world on fire in those 2 games.
Hasn't actually set the world on fire.
Got chosen for Origin.
Based
Then you
on
got
history.
Jamie Buhrer's probably played
Tony Williams.
160 minutes all year.
Tony Williams. Spear tackle. How many weeks?
7.
Hasn't played since round 3.
Yeah.
Right? Jamie Buhrer got his start because those 2 were out.
That's right.
And all 3 of them got chosen again of the form forward in the Manly pack, Anthony Watmow. That needs explaining.
I'd like to, because normally, and I remember them saying once, when they picked the Queensland team, you start with Crocker, who's
Who's Crocker?
Who's Crocker?
Michael Crocker.
He's not in the Queensland team.
No, he was before.
A long time ago.
What
Why are we talking about Michael Crocker?
What point are you
When
as
did
long
you
as
put out
it's
Michael Crocker?
South Sydney has to get a start
Michael
in
Crocker.
somewhere.
We're talking about New South Wales and you pull out Michael Crocker.
Hey, no, but I guess what I'm saying is that 5 years ago, they said that you always start with Michael Crocker and then you build a team around
Fair
him.
enough.
This year, I think once again you start with Watmo and you build a team around him. He is the solid player. He is the one that should always be picked on the New South Wales team. Where is he?
You know what? I agree with you to a certain degree because he does have that mongrel element about him. And when it comes to Origin, you need the mongrel players.
Yeah. Well, they didn't pick Watmo. Watmo's everywhere. He's in the middle. He's on the left. He's on the right. He's everywhere. Ben Cray only plays on the right-hand side. Someone like that. What do we need him? He's going to stand there. If the ball doesn't come his way, he's not going to do anything.
Didn't they refer to Ben Cray?
Or the left-hand side, sorry.
As your Leilua last week? I mean, what's he doing on the side?
I can't believe they picked
Look.
Ben Cray.
Wait, what's your impersonation of Ben Cray?
Listen.
With all due respect to Ben Cray, right? Let's not be nasty. You play first grade, you're a good player. He's a great clubman. He's a solid rugby league player. But we've all heard the superlative. Some players play Origin and some players are Origin players. Ben Cray is not a player that's going to get the Queenslanders quaking in their boots. He's not.
Doesn't get me quaking.
Another thing.
It does not.
Why do we have to have a bolter? All week in the media, we're waiting for the New South Wales bolter, and we got it. Jamie Buhrer. Why do we need a bolter? Like, what's the point?
Who's he going to come
Do
on for?
Queensland have one?
Who's he going to come on for?
Do Queensland have one? Do they always say we're going to give you a surprise pick? We always give.
Who's he going to come on for?
Waiting. The media's always talking who's New South Wales going to pick as a bolter. This year, nobody picked Jamie Buhrer. He was not even close to. If you're having a drink with your mates, you would have mentioned Jamie Buhrer, but they picked Jamie Buhrer.
Who's he going to come on for?
Who?
Who would you think he's going to come on for?
Maybe for Robbie Farah.
Okay, stop. Good.
Yep.
I've
Can I
got
ask you a
plenty of
question?
them.
Why would a hooker, and well, actually let me rephrase that, why would a dummy half, and that's the thing as a hooker anymore, why would a dummy half have to be replaced? Seriously. If a number 9 can't play the entire game, you shouldn't be there. Not in the modern game. So Robbie Farah is quite capable of playing 80 minutes with consummate ease, yet they've chosen a guy that can really cover that other position.
Watmo deserved to be in there in front of him. Tariq Sims deserved to be in front of him.
Tariq Sims.
Aaron Woods deserved to be in front of him.
Aaron Woods.
There's your bolter. There's your bolter, Aaron Woods. Aaron Woods should have been your bolter. Now, and I look, a lot of people don't give any credence to stats, but you know, we play the fantasy league.
With Tim Manor. Tim Manor should have been in front of it. You know, where's all this?
If you have to replace your two front rowers in Tamo and Gallen to give them a break, who are you bringing on your front row? Okay, Merrin. Who's your other front rower? Who do you have to play?
Ben Craig.
Well,
that's what Ricky Stewart said. I will bring on. And you know what? Ricky Stewart's first press conference is, I've chosen the guys who've done the job for me before. Well, we've lost 6 series in a row, Ricky. What job have they done for you? What job exactly have they done for you, Ricky?
But if you speak to the man on the street, this is exactly what everyone's asking after seeing the New South Wales team again. It's just, what is it? It's Groundhog Day. It's going to happen again. Remember last week after we picked the New South Wales State of Origin team, and it took us 20 minutes to pick that
that's
team.
on camera.
On camera.
How long do we argue beforehand and afterwards?
Plus we cut about 25 minutes of rubbish out of that footage. How long did it take us to pick the Queensland State?
We went through it once and we all agreed unanimously, all of us, on every single position. With the exception
maybe
of
Brick Tate.
Darius Boyd.
Yeah, we weren't
Darius
sure.
Boyd, it was a bit of a surprise. But it's the same Queensland
we weren't sure.
team
We thought it might
absolutely.
Could you pick a weakness in that Queensland side?
No.
Look at their bench. Name their bench.
Is humongous.
Massive.
What is it?
Massive.
Is Ben Hannon. Matt Gillette.
Shillington. And Maguire.
No, and is it Dave Taylor? Dave Taylor.
Who's starting in the back row for them?
In the back row is Sam Thaiday, Ashley Harrison, and Nate Miles.
Look at their bench. Look at their bench.
Taylor.
Monstrous.
Is Nate Miles an informed player at the moment?
Absolutely.
Always, mate.
Yeah.
Listen,
Origin's another game for me.
Even when the Roosters were going as rubbish as they were a couple of years back, I used to say this: why can't Nate Miles do what he does in Origin for the Roosters? He grows an extra foot. He grows an extra foot.
Just look at that bench: Dave Taylor, Shillington, Matt Gillette, and Ben Hannon.
Where's their bolter?
Where's the bolter?
Where's their?
You don't need a bolter.
Well, where's their so-called? The guy who can fill in all the positions.
One of the halves get injured. You don't have a utility. They'll cover
Absolutely not.
They cover it everywhere.
So I guess the big question is: are we looking to get annihilated this?
Congratulations, Mel. 7.
Big time.
7, Mel. Well done.
Big time.
On your Mel.
On your Mel.
Honestly, Ricky Stewart. I think the fact that he's coaching New South Wales has gotten a big team. It really, really has. The fact that you can't, from watching, like not being a club coach, he's got all the time in the world to sit there and assess every player. The guys who missed out on the starting side, the guys who are on our bench, should be guys who just missed out on a starting spot. Not bench players. Jamie Burr is a bench player.
Bench players.
He only got his start for Manly because the other two fell over injured and suspended. And he made the Origin side.
Ahead of Tariq Sims.
Ahead of Tariq Sims, ahead of Anthony Watt now. Mate, you laughed at me last week. You didn't laugh at me, but you were sort of a bit... Mate, Sean Fencer, right? The guy's a man-mountain. Last year in a game, he pulled out 70-odd tackles in one game. In Origin, you need somebody who can plug those holes. If the Queenslanders can pick Dallas Johnson, and he does a job just in defence, you're trying to tell me Sean Fencer wouldn't terrorise people?
He'd be a great player.
But we don't think that way. We pick Michael Jennings because he rang. I'm ready, Ricky. You got to pick me. And you know what happened today? On the news. After signing him last year to $600,000 a year, Michael Jennings is being shopped around now. They don't want him anymore.
Parents don't want him.
They don't want him.
Don't want him.
But what? Ricky Stewart thinks he's going to do a job for him.
So what if Sando put his hand up? Would he have got the run on?
He's a Queenslander.
They're all Queenslanders.
Why?
All the good halves.
I don't know why I'm here.
You know, the worst case scenario...
It's Scott Prince.
Listen, Scott Prince, Daly Cherry Evans, Sando.
I know that's the thing. They've got a long line of people that they can fill in these spots, no problems. And if we lose one person, it's an Amana. What are we going to do? How are we going to fill this position?
Like you said it, yeah? We argued over the Queensland side. Could you, is there anybody in that, in the New South, is there anybody in that Queensland side that, even with Brent Tate and Darius Boyd, there's still an extraordinary...
No weakness.
No weakness.
No weakness.
Absolutely
no
not.
Weakness.
So can I ask another question then? Because I was talking to a few people and they're just saying that State of Origin has lost its zing. I mean, for these guys, there used to be something that they used to live for.
It hasn't lost its zing. When you lose 6 series in a row, you're clutching at straws. And what happens is, because they've got a nucleus of such a strong side, and that somehow these guys, no matter what they do at club footy, they're always chosen. And there's only 1 or 2 guys, that are maybe injured or something, so they have to fill in. And their fill-ins are extraordinary. We, wholesale changes. You failed, we're going to pick a whole new side.
I know, but
we failed, we want results straight away.
For the people that are watching, I think it used to be a festival. The State of Origin festival. We got 3 games coming up. We're all really excited about it. People just aren't that excited about it anymore. And I don't even know if the Queenslanders are excited about it because they know they're going to annihilate us.
Oh, they love it. They love it.
They love it.
They love it.
They love
12 in a row and they're still in.
They love rubbing salt in the wound. They love rubbing salt in the wound. You know what? I guarantee you, come Origin 1, the newspapers will say Queensland the underdogs. They love it. They always find a way to motivate their team in any which way they can. And like,
no, they won't get them underdogs.
No,
they're $1.80 to win 3-0.
I'm saying, but they're going to call themselves the underdogs. They will. They will. $1.80
to win 3-0.
I understand that, but you know how every year, without fail, they somehow try and downplay it. No, New South Wales have picked the strong side. We're going to have to do this, and we're the underdog. Mate, they're going to kill us. They're going to absolutely kill us. Why? Because we picked the side of back rowers. We've got back rowers everywhere. You need 4 monstrous front rowers at Origin level. 4. Every single club during the regular season has 2 starting props and 2 props on the bench.
That's right.
Not at Origin. We decided to go anti the rules.
Yeah, no,
Ben
mixing it up.
Great front row, Ben Cray.
Ben Cray's a great front rower.
You're going to play hit and run with Hodges.
Like I said to you, we play Fantasy League, yeah?
He's
the standout front rower this year has been...
For who?
In a New South Wales... that could play for New South Wales. Who's been the standout front rower in Fantasy League?
Well, you got Paul Gallen up there anyway. So
He's a lock.
Yeah.
But as a front rower, who has done extraordinarily well, shocked the ass out of everybody this year? Aaron Woods.
Aaron Woods, yeah.
Aaron Woods has been...
Trent Aaron's just as good.
But he's playing. Trent Merrin's playing.
Yeah.
But if you needed a bolter, a bench front rower...
Give him a go. Young, strong. Him and Tarek Sims had to be there.
I
They had to be there.
I thought that was an absolute given. That was.
Well, Watmo at least.
That's a reflex to get Tarek Sims in on the
Between
bench.
Sims and Wood and Watmo, 2 of them 3 had to be there.
We're not
Cray and not
We'll
Bureau.
never know. They're not on the team.
Not Cray and not
I
Bureau.
guarantee you...
You know what the funny
they'll
thing
be
is?
there for
Game 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So why aren't they there now?
Okay, well, I implore you, Ricky, for game 2, let's get these guys on and let's start filling these gaps. Fill the league.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. You ready?
Yeah.
Game 1 last year. How many minutes did Trent Merrin get?
Was it 7 minutes?
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Game 2. The Tigers front row. What's his name? Galloway. How many minutes did Galloway get? 11.
11.
If Jamie Bureau even runs onto the field, 7 minutes for you, Jamie. That's what you got chosen for.
20 grand. 20 grand.
And you know what?
It's 20,000.
It's a nice
Easy
alert.
money.
And every man and his dog has pulled out this one. Jamie Bureau is a grand final winner. And?
So what?
He played in a gun manly side. And
where
so,
are they now?
so but hang on a sec, that guarantees you an automatic entry into Origin, grand final winner? Like seriously.
Okay.
Honestly.
Joke.
Terrible.
Okay, so we're obviously not happy about that. Is there anything else that's on the tip of your minds?
Mate, I think, with Origin around the corner, I think that's pretty much the rant and the rave that has to be done. And I honestly think that, giving away, again, New South Wales, giving away a game to Melbourne. Like, not only have we lost 6 series in a row, right? And we always talk about the home crowd getting you up at Origin. We give them away. This is the 4th time New South Wales has given away a game to Melbourne. Queensland, once only.
Next
once
year they
only.
get 2 games at Suncorp again.
We need that home ground advantage.
Yeah,
right?
more than ever.
When you lose 6 series in a row, you want the home ground advantage for those 2
I'm
games.
also losing it to Melbourne, who don't really care that much.
They don't care. They want to
They enjoy
put on a spectacle.
They enjoy watching it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Mel Brown, the hell
They're
out
not
of it.
like
Come to Melbourne.
And who do you think they're going to be cheering for? Slater?
Yeah.
Kronk? Cameron Smith?
Regardless of whether they're on the team, they're going for Queensland because the hell they could not go for New South Wales.
50% of the crowd will be from Queensland and New South Wales anyway, on a little holiday with the boys.
But who are they going to be going for, the majority of that crowd?
Queensland?
Because of the Melbourne Storm players.
Melbourne
Smith,
contingency.
Slater, Kronk.
That's
Absolutely.
it. So we've given up our home ground advantage to Melbourne. To the Queenslanders.
Yeah, I know. It's a good move.
On you. And you
then-
know what?
and then we picked
What
the
really bums
young
me
team.
is last week Ricky Stewart came out in the press and had a whinge about this very fact. You've known since last year that we're giving up this game. Where was your whinge then, Ricky? Like seriously, if you really cared that much about it, you should have been whinging from last year till now to make sure it stayed at home. But honestly, if we don't win this series, Ricky, you should be marked never to coach New South Wales again.
I'm hungry.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's us.
I'm hungry. It's kebabs.